What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today what I got going on is taking a second look at the FuriBee Space Wolf DT140. Now I just got done doing a review on this quadcopter, and it is just an awesome quadcopter. It flies so fantastic. It is just so fun to fly this thing. So much power and very responsive. I highly recommend this quadcopter, but I had one problem with it. I had a problem with the FPV camera. I don't know what it was. It wasn't the field of view. Now that I look at the DVR footage of the FPV flight on that review video, it doesn't look like it was the field of view. It came out perfect. Now, when you look at the flight video, you won't be able to tell what I'm talking about. And as I was flying and commentating on that video, I was saying I really don't like that camera, and I was blaming it on a field of view or something like that, but I'm not sure what it is, but it gets you a little bit dizzy. Maybe it's just kind of a latency or something like that. I'm not sure. I can't really pinpoint it, but while I was flying it, I didn't quite like it. I was only about 95% into it, not a full 100%. So what I did was I changed out the FPV camera, and this is the old FPV camera that was giving me problems. I'm not sure what it is. It's a good FPV camera. As you can see on the review video, the FPV flight, the DVR footage is just awesome, but I'm not sure what it is. This has like a concave lens. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but anyway, this thing was giving me all kinds of wooziness, dizziness feeling. So I switched it out. I put a Caddx Turbo F1 FPV camera. I just got this in the mail, so I just stuck it in here, and it was a very easy fix. All I did was just unscrew the old one, take it out. I'm using the same harness, so I didn't have to change any of the wires or anything like that. Just stick this camera in there and just plug the harness in, and I was good to go. So it was just fantastic in that manner. So here's the box that the FPV camera came in. Now I've flown it today with this camera on, and I have no problems whatsoever. I have no dizziness, no wooziness, and the response time is perfect. I got unbelievable field of view, so, and the clarity on this thing is just awesome as well. So it's got a 2.1 millimeter lens, 16:9 aspect ratio. It's got a CMOS sensor, and the horizontal resolution is 1200 TV line. So that is just awesome. And this is the box that it came with. So in the back it says here the model is the Turbo F1, and it's got a 2.1 millimeter lens. Power input is 4.5 to 40 volts. That is awesome. And the aspect ratio is 16:9. So let's go open up this box, and let me show you how it came packaged. The camera was right inside here, just like that. That fits in there pretty good. And it came with this joystick controller to configure your stuff in the OSD menu. And underneath of the foam there is a bag of goodies, and we are given a bunch of screws, an Allen wrench, and a bunch of wire harnesses that I did not have to use because all I did was just plug in the old wire harness that already came in the quadcopter to the FPV camera, and I was good to go. So yeah, it comes with all that, and I think there's some paper stuff in here, just shop with confidence, and some phone number stuff. And there's also the instruction manual in here. So here's the instruction manual, and it's got some diagrams of the FPV camera and some of the stuff in the OSD menu and some of the specs on the instruction manual. So like I said, I took it out to the park this morning and I test flew it with the new Caddx Turbo F1 FPV camera, and now I have no problem whatsoever. No latency if there was any, no field of view problems if there was any. Just fantastic. Everything is clear and just the way I want it. So now my FuriBee Space Wolf DT140 is just awesome. Everything about it is just perfect, and this thing does perform very well. So initially on my review video, I had it bound to my Caddx QX7, and I did all of my flights and such with that transmitter. But today, what I done was I did something a little different. I wanted to check out how far I can take this baby here. So to do that, I bounded it to my Jumper Plus remote, because the Jumper Plus remote, you can set the power output to 150 milliwatts. So just by doing that, you will get tons of distance as well. But what I've also added on here is the 2-watt booster that I have jumping from remote control to remote control. If you are familiar with my channel, you know that I love this thing here. I hook it up to my MJX Bugs 3 and the Bugs 3 Mini, and I get super distance on it as well. So I got it hooked up to my Jumper Plus remote, and very easy to do. Just take off the antenna that it comes with, this short stick antenna, and stick on the 2-watt booster, and stick on the 5 dBi antenna that comes with the 2-watt booster. And to power it up, I have a 2-cell battery inside of this do-it-yourself box. Instead of an external module, I put a 2-cell battery in there, so I don't have another 2-cell battery double-sided sticky tape to the back of the remote control. So the JST connector, I got it coming out of that little hole where the antenna is supposed to come out. So I got it plugged in, ready to go, and easy as that. And oh yeah, I also put some foam pieces on the back of the remote control as well, because the Jumper Plus remote does not come with those finger grips in the back. So now I have something to grab onto, so it doesn't slip out of my hand. So that is just awesome now. So basically what you do is, now you got it all hooked up, and just turn on the remote control. Turn it on, and a blue light will appear on the 2-watt booster telling you that it is powered on as well. And this green light indicates RF signal. So we are good to go. So I took it out to the park, and I had a few flights this morning with this new setup. Yeah, it was just awesome. I'm not going to tell you how far I went. You're going to have to watch the video that's about to come up. So I'm going to go ahead and play that video for you now. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.